Good morning, everyone, and welcome. I'm Todd Rumbaugh, the West Virginia Secretary of Transportation, and I'm glad you're with us this morning as West Virginia Department of Transportation takes an important step toward tackling one of our state's most pressing infrastructure challenges, our aging bridges. Before we get started, I'd like to ask our state bridge engineer, Tracy Brown, to come up here and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Honored to be here with everyone to talk about some of the technology in one of our signature bridges. If you will, join me in the pledge to our great flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Tracy. Okay, I'd like to quickly acknowledge the efforts of a few of our folks in making this event possible. Stephen Johnson, he's the director of our operations division. Jihan El Said, the chief engineer, planning and programming. Ed Armbruster, the assistant director of operations, and our NBIS program manager. And I'd like to thank Jason Foster, our district engineer, for arranging all this and doing this nice setup and all this. And thank you for you and your crew. There's a few other folks I have here today that I'd like to point out. Some of our management from central office. We have Deputy Secretary Michael Demers. We have Jonathan Schaefer, who's out of our office. Charlie Reynolds, who's out of our office. And State Highway Engineer Jake Bumgardner is here today. And also like to acknowledge Mayor Farrell from the city of Huntington is here with us today. So I really appreciate all of y'all's hard work and everything you do for me and for the state of West Virginia. It's great, and thank you for that. And I'd also like to acknowledge our honored guest from the U.S. Department of Transportation, Director of Strategic Initiatives, Shaz Umar. Thank you. The Director of Smart Grant Program, Stan Caldwell, is also here, along with Dove Schwartz, who's the Senior Communications Officer for the U.S. Department of Transportation. And we're glad you're all here, and it's good to see you all. And lastly, I'd really like to thank a wonderful person, one of my favorite, my boss, the governor of West Virginia.
He gets paid to say that.
Governor Patrick Moore, thank you for coming and being here with us today. Really appreciate it. So here in West Virginia, our bridges are more than just structures. They're lifelines. They connect our families, link our rural towns to our cities, carry our workers to their jobs, and allow businesses to move our goods across the state and beyond. But we all know the reality. Many of our bridges are aging in need of significant attention. This isn't just an engineering challenge. It's a challenge that impacts the safety of our citizens, the health of our economy, and the strength of our communities. That's why today is so important. Through the strengthening, mobility, and revolutionizing transportation, or known as SMART Grant Program, we are bringing the future of infrastructure management right here to West Virginia. With this funding, we've deployed an advanced structural health monitoring technology that's sensors and data-driven tools that will allow us to track the condition of our bridges in real time. So what does that mean for our state? It means we can detect problems early before they become emergencies. It means we can prioritize our resources, making smarter, more cost-effective repairs. And most importantly, it means safer roads, stronger connection, and peace of mind for every West Virginian who travels across one of our bridges. This is not something we are doing alone. It takes partnership. And West Virginia has some of the best partners in the country working alongside us. We are deeply grateful to the U.S. Department of Transportation for their support and vision in launching the SMART Grant Program. This program has proved that federal innovation can make a real difference in the daily lives of our citizens. We also want to thank Governor Morrisey for his leadership and unwavering commitment to addressing our aging infrastructure. His emphasis on ensuring the safety and reliability of our bridges has been critical in keeping the issue at the forefront of our state's transportation priorities. We are fortunate to work with HNTB, whose consulting expertise is helping us design and implement these cutting edge monitoring systems effectively and efficiently. And of course, we're proud to have one of the nation's leading experts right here in West Virginia, Dr. Wael Zattar of Marshall University. Dr. Zattar and his team are bringing world-class research and innovation to this project, helping us transform bold ideas into practical life-saving solutions. This is what happens when federal, state, local, academic, and private sector partners come together with a shared vision to make West Virginia smarter, safer, and stronger. Our bridges may be aging, but our approach to maintaining them is not. With the SMART Grant Program, we are moving from reactive maintenance to proactive monitoring. We're not just repairing what's broken, we're preventing problems before they happen. That's innovation, that's efficiency, and that's progress for the people of West Virginia. As we move forward, we will continue to put technology to work in ways that protect our citizens, strengthen our economy, and ensure that every community, no matter how rural or remote, remains connected. So today is not just about sensors or software. It's about safety. It's about opportunity, and it's about building a stronger future for West Virginia, one bridge at a time. So thank you to our partners, thank you to our leaders, and thank you to everyone here today for helping us turn this vision into reality. Together, we're proving that West Virginians work together. There's no bridge we can't strengthen and no future we can't build. So now I'd like to have Shah Zoomer come up. And he's the Director of Strategic Initiatives within the U.S. Department of Transportation Office of the Assistant Secretary for Research and Technology, where he leads initiatives focused on integrating emerging technologies into the nation's infrastructure and long-range planning efforts. His work spans federal policy development, advanced mobility research, and interagency coordination to position the U.S. at the forefront of resilient, technology-enabled transportation systems. Umer plays a key role in shaping national strategies for autonomous and connected vehicles, artificial intelligence, and next-generation infrastructure. He oversees cross-sector engagement with research institutions, industry leaders, and model partners to align federal investments with practical applications, including digital infrastructure, safety analytics, and proactive risk mitigation. His work directly supports the department's goals under programs like Secretary Duffy's Innovation Agenda, SMART Grants, and Advanced Research Portfolios tied to technology development, data governance, and AI oversight. Prior to joining the DOT, Umer led strategic partnerships and RFP development at May Mobility, helping deploy autonomous vehicle programs across multiple U.S. cities. He was part of a strategic operations at Lyft, where he oversaw supply optimization strategy and multimodal access planning across dynamic urban and rural environments. His private sector experience informs a systems level view of how data, infrastructure, and service design convergence in the deployment of next generation mobility solutions. He brings experience across the public, private, startup sectors and continues to focus on the forefront of long-term infrastructure planning, mobility innovation, and federal rulemaking. Umer, holds a master's degree in urban planning from the University of Southern California and a bachelor's degree from UC Santa Cruz. His focus is on long-term infrastructure strategy, mobility technologies, and translating research into deployment. Please welcome Shaz Umer.
Good morning, everyone. I am Shaz Umer, the Director of Strategic Initiatives for Secretary of Transportation Sean Duffy, Research and Technology Office at the U.S. Department of Transportation. It's an honor to join you here in Huntington on the bank of the Ohio River beneath the iconic East Huntington Gunner Gaxley Bridge connecting Huntington, West Virginia to Proctorville, Ohio. This project is a prime example of innovation and safety meeting critical infrastructure. And at the United States Department of Transportation, we're all about safety and innovation. Governor Morrisey, it is an honor to share the stage with such a visionary leader. Secretary Rumbaugh, we could not have asked for a better partner than you and your team at the West Virginia Department of Transportation. This remarkable structure, which opened up in 1985, supports over 14,000 vehicles daily and plays a critical role in the tri-state transportation network. At the Department of Transportation, our priorities are clear. Safety first, innovation always. Every day we're dedicated to finding innovative ways to help people and goods move around safely and save taxpayer dollars and maintaining the infrastructure to do so. Today, we celebrate a significant advancement in that mission. We're here to highlight how the West Virginia Department of Transportation Structural Health Monitoring Project, or SHM, is revolutionizing how we maintain our bridges. This isn't just about upkeep. It's about pushing the boundaries of what's possible in infrastructure care. The technology installed in this bridge includes vibration sensors, tilt meters, crack meters, displacement sensors, a weather station, and a vessel collision detection system. These advanced technological sensors provide critical data on the bridge's structural performance, enabling West Virginia's Department of Transportation to prioritize repairs and maintain maintenance more effectively. The system's real-time data collection is a game changer. It offers continuous monitoring that surpasses traditional biannual inspections. The sensors detect subtle changes in vibration patterns. It indicates potential structural deterioration and damage. One example of this is the sensory triggering system was proven extremely effective when the bridge structure had a response to a 3.3 magnitude earthquake. This was captured in real time. This is an example of the technology on the bridge. The SHM system also provides valuable insights into the bridge's response to environmental factors, such as temperature fluctuations, informing further maintenance decisions. So that was a lot of technical stuff. I'm going to bring it down to plain English now. This project increases bridge safety. It utilizes intelligent sensors to identify areas of concern for the bridge within minutes, as opposed to waiting for an incident to happen. And one thing about this project that really hits home is that it's saving taxpayers of West Virginia approximately $350,000 every single year. That's a win for West Virginia. That's a win for our taxpayers. This project also improves the reliability by being open more quickly after an accident and closing lanes less often for inspections. This decreases the possibility of a major roadway detour due to a bridge closure. In turn, it provides more improved travel time and safety benefits for the good people of West Virginia, Ohio, and all those using and under the bridge. These sensors aren't merely tools. They are the harbingers of a new era in what President Trump and Secretary Duffy probably calls the golden age of transportation. By employing advanced sensors, we're not just enhancing safety and innovation, or setting the new standards for efficiency in bridge inspections. The U.S. Department of Transportation's mission is to exemplify in the Smart Grants program. The Smart Grant program represents the largest federal investment in transportation technology and smart communities in our history. The 5-year, $500 million initiative is designed to empower state, tribal, local governments that leverage cutting-edge technology to solve transportation challenges, improve safety, and strengthening our communities. Here in Huntington, we're celebrating the completion of Stage 1. The West Virginia Department of Transportation received more than $800,000 of that Stage 1 grant. The work being done here in West Virginia is a powerful example of what SMART project aims to achieve. It's a future where technology and innovation revolutionizes transportation, making it safer and reliable for everyone. I extend my deepest gratitude to our hosts at the West Virginia Department of Transportation and their partners at HNTV and at Marshall University for their visionary approach and leaders and innovators and community partners present today. Your commitment inspired a unified vision for a smarter, safer, and more efficient future in transportation. And today's event symbolizes more than just a technological leap. It marks a pivotal moment in transportation innovation. Thank you.
Thank you, Shaz. The partnership with the US DOT is critical to our success, and we appreciate you and your team coming to West Virginia. It was great to see you all here, and I hope you all had a nice, safe trip here. As I said earlier, today's event is about more than a bridge. It's about connecting communities, creating opportunities, and building a safer, stronger West Virginia. Leading that effort is a governor who understands that infrastructure is the foundation of growth and progress. Under his leadership, we are seeing major investments in transportation, ensuring that projects like this just don't remain plans on paper, but become a reality. Please welcome the governor of the great state of West Virginia, Governor Patrick Morrisey.
Thanks. Good morning. How's everyone doing today? What a beautiful day to be here in Cabell County. Such an incredible opportunity to see so many of our partners local. It's great to see the mayor here and folks from within the state DOT, your leadership, and obviously on the federal side. In particular, want to recognize Todd Rumbaugh for all the great work he's done. And Shaw, thank you for coming. I had a chance to actually see the wonderful U.S. Transportation Secretary the other day, and he was doing very, very well. Had a good meeting with him a couple months ago, and I think there's a real dedication coming from the Trump administration. Donald J. Trump wants this to be a golden age of transportation. And one of the great things about being here today is I know Donald J. Trump wants West Virginia to be at the forefront of that. That's why I'm really excited that we're doing this SMART initiative right here in West Virginia. So thank you very much for coming. This is just an incredible opportunity, and it fits in very well with our long-term strategy in terms of how we're trying to build up our infrastructure. Today, we're here to highlight an important step in terms of how West Virginia is going to be investing in our infrastructure for the future. As many of you know, when I took office earlier this year, I said that fixing roads and bridges needed to be an important priority for us to grow. I don't have to tell the people here about the condition of our roads, what we inherited, the place we're at, and it's not what the people deserve. Back in June, I came to you and reported a lot of the deficiencies that we had, but we also knew that for far too long, a lot of transportation priorities, they focused sometimes on unchecked expansion while basic maintenance was left behind. As a result of that, our bridges aged, and many of them are in very poor condition, arguably almost triple the national average. That's unacceptable on every level, and we have to focus on that, and focus on that we are, and we will. We know that the funds that were meant to fix these projects, sometimes there wasn't the kind of accountability that we're looking to see. So we're rolling up our sleeves and we're getting to work and we're laying out our plan. We need to be patching potholes and fixing the bridges And that's got to be a big priority. That's why today's announcement is so terrific. Look, I've directed the DOT and their team to transform the department culturally. And I think you're going to see that cultural change that's going to be measured on the quality of the roads into the future. That's important. And today, we focus on a great initiative that crystallizes those priorities. But I like to give credit where credit is due. This project was actually started last year. And so kudos to the people that authorized the project on the local level, on the state level, the federal level. We've got to be fair in our assessments. I think that's important. And now what we're doing, though, is we're doubling down on this, and we're going to make this a centerpiece of how we're going to help address some of our issues going forward. This is a wonderful opportunity, good program. We're in phase one. I'm very hopeful that we're going to be able to work closely with federal DOT to really use this as a powerful tool to help into the future. The more we learn about it, the more we can rely on technology to better assess the conditions of our infrastructure and to grow. The more we embrace it, I know West Virginia is going to advance more and more into the future. We know that West Virginia, right now, we're the only state, from what I've been told, that has the structural health monitoring system nationally. That's incredible. And this is a system that includes accelerometers, crack meters, tilt sensors. You ask me what all those things mean, I'm not going to be able to tell you. But I can tell you that these are the up-to-date technological tools that are used to help highways assess conditions of the road in advance. And before I came up here, I was talking to Secretary Rumbaugh about the importance of identifying the nature of the problems before you have a road in the bridge, right? And that takes years to advance. That's part of what this is doing. So then you could save money and you could build out a multi-year plan to transform the status of your roads from poor into ultimately good, right? So that's the advantage of deploying this technology. And what used to take months and years to uncover through a lot of the traditional inspections, that can now be identified instantly, allowing for faster, safer, and smarter responses. Look, I've heard concerns coming from across the state about the status of our bridges, and I think citizens have a right to demand excellence. And we're working, we're on the job, and I ask for your patience as we're continuing to focus on that. This is important for West Virginia, and we have to make progress here. But these sensors are going to allow us to monitor bridge health in real time, getting up to minute data instead of waiting around for the next bridge inspection that may take a long time. We also know that the success of this project, I would argue, puts us in a good position to apply for a State 2 SMART grant, which could bring up to $15 million in it to expand the sensor network to many other bridges. That would be outstanding. If I recall right, the Stage 1 project was about $820,000 or so. Well, I'm not sure exactly how many bridges might get this, but we could be strategic in a lot of highly used bridges where there's a lot of traffic to make sure we're prioritizing safety for our citizens, which is certainly important. This is data modernization at its finest. I give credit to all the folks who started it, and then our team that's been driving this forward. We're doubling down on it, and we want to make sure we're getting to work in real time to make a difference. Now, I mentioned I saw Secretary Duffy the other day. I think we have a really terrific leader over at the federal DOT. And when I met with him, one of the things he said to me is that he's here to help West Virginia. He's here to help the state succeed. I really applaud that. We've got a great partner in the Trump administration. I know President Trump loves West Virginia, and he wants to give us the tools to make our state great. And we're honored to have the US DOT and all of our partners who work directly with us. This is just incredible between the universities and the outside teams. We're in a place where we're going to be able to give confidence to West Virginians that the bridges that they cross are safe. So it's great to be here today. I'm happy to see that partnership bloom, and there's more good news coming in the future. I want to thank Secretary Rombach and Director Umer for their partnership. I want to thank our wonderful Chief Highway Engineer, Jake Baumgartner, our Deputy Secretary, Michael Demers, our wonderful team, everyone who's done great work. You're making a difference in West Virginia. And we're going to go keep attacking these problems because West Virginians deserve the best. And so let's take advantage of this incredible day. It's nice to be here tonight. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Governor, again, for your commitment to improving West Virginia's infrastructure and ensuring that our communities are safer, stronger, and better connected. Today, we've shown what's impossible when innovation and partnership come together. Through the SMART Grant program, West Virginia is turning the challenge of our aging bridges into an opportunity to lead with real-time monitoring technology.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks. Thank you. Great. Thank you.